I'd like to call the meeting to order. Please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Certainly. Supervisor Moore?
Present.
Councilwoman McNamara?
Present.
Councilman Iacilli?
Here.
Councilman Powell?
Present.
Councilman Scavone?
Present.
All right, so let's start the meeting with our agenda review. We're going to have 3 public hearings. The first will be to consider the acquisition of 180 and 182 Red Creek Road in the hamlet of Hampton Bays, New York, and to amend the CPF management and stewardship plan to include the properties. The second public hearing will be to consider the acquisition of 867 Millstone Road in the hamlet of Noyak, New York, and to amend the CPF management and stewardship plan to include the property. And the third public hearing will be for the adoption of an updated pattern book for the hamlet of Hampton Bays. And I'll just say there's an add-on resolution before we get started.
Yes.
Where is it?
Oh, here it is.
That's not it. To notice a public hearing to consider amending Town Code Chapter 312, Vehicles and Traffic, amending parking time limited in designated locations regulations and adding parking prohibited in designated locations regulations on a portion of Horwith Avenue, Bridgehampton. We're going to have Tom Houghton will come in and explain why
Yes.
that's important.
And I did send that over to you guys earlier last month when Tom Neely and I and Tom Houghton visited the site after getting some concerns to our office. I did offer to have a work session, but everybody agreed that, Tom H. should be able to provide an overview for the public hearing.
Yes, there's no county or state
No.
involvement.
No. It's going to be a simple adjustment of the parking restrictions.
Okay. Thank you, Michael.
Sure.
All right, let's get started with the resolution.
Town Board Resolution 1046 of 2024, co-sponsor and council member Iacilli, authorize the acquisition of a workforce housing deed restriction on the property located at 11 Suffolk Street, Sag Harbor through the Community Housing Fund.
Town Board Resolution 47314, authorized purchase of 1 ALPR camera-ready trailer with speed alert message sign from All Traffic Solution using Sourcewell contract.
Did we just purchase a couple of these or authorize the purchase? Is this another one?
I
So
think
what's that
This
total?
is a trailer.
Trailer. This is the ones where they move around.
I
The
think
token.
the
Wait,
last
I thought the other
resolution
ones
was
were the
for
ones that
Those were
cameras.
those were
Speed
speed
monitors.
Speed monitors. What
With
you
cameras.
see, 6x6.
This is a little bit different. These are ones that can be yes, they can be removed, but they're a trailer. They're like the ones that the police
This one
department
has
uses.
wheels.
Yes.
The other
Yes.
one does not.
Correct.
Yes. You
How
got
do they transport the other one?
The other one's a sign.
signs? They
Oh,
stick
it's
them
a
in the
sign,
ground
right.
and they stay in the area.
Oh, the other ones are permanent?
No,
They're not
you
permanent.
can move them.
They're movable, but they're like
movable.
a stake.
Okay.
This one you can move. They want to use this one a lot.
Now, and we purchased a bunch of these already this year, so we're going to be, I just doing some quick math, probably more than 20 of these that we
The
got this
last
year.
one that we did the
No.
We
resolution
haven't done
for
any trailers.
included
Not the
cameras
oh,
for
I'm thinking
construction
blinking signs.
sites.
No.
I'm sorry, what?
The last one we did
Yeah, for
included
the-
cameras for construction
Right.
sites,
This is what
but
this
we
one
do
is.
need permission to use them, which the highway department is
We would need
endeavoring
state
to get.
legislation to use them in the manner that they were described.
Correct. But
okay.
that's a separate
That's a separate
Don't take
thing.
this as opposition.
No,
I'm just
we
trying
know.
to understand
Yeah,
how
yeah,
many
yeah.
of these we're buying and what
But
we're
we
buying.
also I think
Yeah.
we also purchased another I believe 4 of the speed monitors.
Yes, they're downstairs.
Actually,
Actually, I think they're 5.
Yeah, and I believe we're looking to possibly obtain more if possible. Tom Houghton and Charlie have been working
There's a
together.
budget request.
Yeah, so
But I thought we were just going to move them around town.
Yeah, that's
That's
what I
what they're
thought,
doing.
because
they
when
are.
when they're permanent, people get used to them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're
And then
supposed to be
when-
moved
if
every
they're-
so often, so often.
Right. And if they're moved to a location and people are like, oh, I'm doing 37 instead of 35. Well, that's what I'm told.
Yeah. Well, I
By
have.
the signs.
I will say that I have
All
an
over
issue.
town.
I have an issue with a couple of constituents that have requested a speed monitor to be placed, and they understand that it's going to be temporary, that it won't be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Most of the people
time.
know.
But they haven't seen it yet because they're being rotated around. So if we had extra ones in stock, we could, place them there. So I think that this is really just about trying to accommodate the requests that are
Of
coming.
course. And
Especially during the
just,
summertime.
you know, I'll just say publicly that, in as much as I understand why these are there, we are putting flashing signs around the town. And,
Mhm.
that's not what I grew up with. But,
And I mean, they went from how many flashing signs to, we used to have one speed trailer that worked sometimes that we would tow around town. And sometimes you waited all summer to get it, so I think we're doing better. And I agree with the councilman that, we should take stock on how many we have and how many we're putting out there, especially with dark
Yeah.
skies and
mm-hmm. Okay. So thank you for the clarification.
Okay. Watch your speed.
Town
I
Board
don't speak.
Me
Resolution
neither.
ID
Okay.
number 47292 to authorize the purchase of safety shoes from Suffolk County contract with Safeguard Safety Shoe Company. Town Board Resolution ID number 47325 to authorize the purchases from WB Mason using Suffolk County and Eastern Suffolk BOCES contracts. No, Town Board, I'm sorry, I didn't mention that that's co-sponsored by the entire board.
That's okay.
Town Board Resolution ID number 47291, co-sponsored by Councilman Pell, to authorize purchases of construction equipment and dredging services from H&L Contracting LLC and Laser Industries, Inc., using Suffolk County contract.
Town Board Resolution 47367, sponsored by the whole board. Authorized purchase of fishing, snow, and ice equipment from Suffolk County Brake Service using Sourcewell contract.
Town Board Resolution ID 47298, co-sponsored with Councilman Schiavone. Authorized purchases of maintenance and repair of lifts and jacks from PMT forklift using Suffolk County contracts.
Town Board Resolution ID number 47299, to authorize purchases of plumbing supplies from Central Islip Plumbing, Ferguson Waterworks, Island Replacement Parts, T. Mina Supply LLC, and Sid Tool Company Incorporated, doing business as MSC Industrial Supply Company, using the Suffolk County contract.
Thank you. Could I co-sponsor this? I'm a fan of plumbing parts.
Town Board Resolution ID 47300, authorize the purchase of electrical repairs and services from All Service Electric, Inc., using Suffolk County contracts.
Town Board Resolution ID number 47225, to authorize the purchase of Motorola radios from Integrated Wireless Technologies LLC, using the New York State OGS contract with Motorola Solutions, Inc. Town Board Resolution ID number 47301, to authorize the purchases of tires, passenger cars, light, medium, and heavy-duty trucks, off-road equipment, and emergency road tire service from Suffolk County contracts with Barnwell House of Tires.
Town Board Resolution 47287, authorized supervisor to sign contract with Co-File Technology, Inc. for document restoration. Town Board Resolution 47201, resolution to adopt amend chapter 316 abandoned vessel.
This is the one that, we had approved the language before after a public hearing, and then it came on the last board
Yeah, they had to fix
agenda.
they had to fix the language
Yeah.
on to take it away from the town clerk.
We should probably put it, I don't know, does this require a public hearing? Because, I would think so.
Okay.
I don't know what the language changes are, if they're significant enough, but,
Yeah, I think we could do a small public hearing on this.
okay, so,
I'm fine with that.
should we amend, but how about before Tuesday? We should schedule the public hearing on
Yeah,
it.
we have to do that.
Yeah,
Then so I'll just table this.
okay.
or withdraw it. Right, Jim, do we need a public hearing?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it would be, sure, I agree with that.
Gotta speak up down there.
just so we're not sure what the
Don't wanna get in
change.
trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this also changed a lot of other things in here too.
Well, it-
Sean
Yeah.
can do that.
it was placed into my office without any discussion, and it's not the right location for this to be addressed.
Well, I think we should have a discussion on that before it gets changed, because we also have an issue with Marine Patrol has no administrative staff in their office to do this, so we gotta figure something out
Right.
before we move it. It's 1 or 2 notices a year, but. Town Board Resolution ID 47319, co-sponsored with Councilman Iacilli. Authorization of cost reimbursement waiver for the East Quogue Fire Department seafood party on September 21st, 2024. Town Board Resolution ID 47315, co-sponsored with Councilperson Iacilli. Authorization of cost reimbursement waiver for the Hampton Bays Lions Club 13th Annual Over the Bridge 10K Run and 5K Run Walk on September 14th, 2024. Town Board Resolution ID 47348, co-sponsored with Councilman Iacilli. Authorization of cost reimbursement waiver for the Hampton Bays Union Free School District Homecoming Parade on September 28th, 2024, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Town Board Resolution ID 47333, co-sponsored with Councilman Iacilli. Authorization of cost reimbursement waiver for the Watermill Village Improvement Association Annual Car Show on September 7th, 2024, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Town Board Resolution ID 47331, co-sponsored with Councilman Iacilli. Authorization of road closures and cost reimbursement waiver for San Gennaro Feast of the Hamptons to be held September 14th to September 15th from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. with rain dates of October 5th to October 6th, all grade events.
Town Board Resolution 47316, resolution releasing the maintenance bond of 12 Foster LLC.
Town Board Resolution ID number 47286, adopting the 2024 part-time salaries. Town Board Resolution ID number 47365, to accept the resignation of Kathleen Hanson, Office Assistant in the Comptroller's Office. Town Board Resolution ID number 47284, to accept the retirement of Thomas Weber, Senior Building Inspector in the Building Department. Town Board Resolution ID number 47324, to appoint Dawn Cusick to Senior Office Assistant position from the Civil Service list. Town Board Resolution ID number 47327, to appoint Ann Meyer to minibus driver position in Senior Services. And Town Board Resolution ID number 47323, I understood that this is going to be handled differently, so it may remain on the agenda, but I'm going to talk to Juan before Tuesday.
Town Board Resolution 47354, this is the attendance at Dignitary Protection Training in New York, from October 8th through October 10th, 2024.
Town Board Resolution ID 47326, authorize town personnel to attend the 2025 Association of Towns Annual Meeting and Training School. Although this is not until February, they do open up early bird registration, which saves the town quite a bit of money if people know they're going. That's why it's on so early.
Good event.
Mm-hmm. Put that in my calendar. Town Board Resolution ID number 47296, to terminate an employee in the Building and Zoning Department. Town Board Resolution ID number 47330, to termination in the Highway Department. Town Board Resolution ID number 47320, to terminate an employee in the Municipal Works Department.
Town Board Resolution ID number 47369, notice of public hearing to consider amending Southampton Town Code, Chapter 298, to amend Article 8, to authorize an exemption for the creation of new accessory dwelling units within the town. This was following one of the work sessions that we had from Kara Back and Lisa Gorey about the tax incentives for those who build ADU programs. Right now there are no tax incentives for those who are building accessory dwelling units, so this is to sort of address some of that and bring it before the public.
I'd like to
What is it that
co-sponsor her.
The
as
state
the
allows,
fellow
but we have to
liaison housing.
specifically adopt this.
Is that cool?
Correct. This is a state legislation that we're adopting.
Michael, I just had one
Mm-hmm.
issue,
Mhm.
and that is on page 31, section 298-22
B.
B. I think our code only would allow one accessory dwelling unit, and so instead of saying one or more, we should create an additional residential unit so that it's not, misleading.
So instead of one or more, just say additional.
And additional, and then it also appears on page 33 in letter C.
Page 33.
Letter C.
Yep. Just so get rid of one or more and just keep additional.
Yeah, it was an additional.
Okay.
So
And
who
then take
makes
the
that
S off
change?
units.
What, Cindy?
And then just take the S off units.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I will contact Kara and or this came through the town attorney's office, Jen.
Okay.
Should I?
Take the S off both places.
Yeah,
You
we
just
can-
let Sunday know what we're doing.
Okay. Sunday, are you following this?
I'm trying.
Okay.
I think I got the first one. Can you tell me where the second location is?
Page 33, letter C.
Letter C. So I'm just crossing out one or more and replacing it with the word and
And
then
then
taking off the S.
in units to make it singular.
Okay, and that's the only two locations?
Yep.
Which one?
Oh, that's good.
There, it's singular here in B. So I think it's
Nice. Is this the same thing? 22B?
oh yes. Oh, and Sunday
Yes.
on page 31, letter B, the third line, it says additional residential dwelling units. It should just say accessory dwelling unit.
On page 31,
Yep.
298-22B.
Yep.
I have that. Is it in there again?
No, it's just that he didn't mention
Oh,
the
I have
unit,
that one
the
already. So
singular.
it's two locations altogether.
Correct.
Great, I got it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sunday.
All right, great. Right on schedule. So who'd like to bring us up to date on any happenings that they're involved with?
I'll start with something that I brought up at the meeting, and that is just to update everyone as far as the Head Start program in Riverside. The building is no longer habitable, the Southampton Town building. And the town of Riverhead, they do have a building with open space, and they are working with Head Start to get that program in there. And I'll have more updates for you on Tuesday. Also, the Peconic Estuary Partnership had a local government committee meeting, and we got presentations from the municipalities that provided grants for the innovative alternative septic systems on the East End. It was very informative. It's also recorded, and if anybody would like to get more information on that, and if they're interested in this, there were presentations from the town of Shelter Island, the town of Southampton, the town of East Hampton, and Suffolk County as well, and that's on their on the Peconic Estuary Program website.
Thank you.
Good.
Okay, Michael.
Yeah, so we have our next traffic mitigation and safety task force meeting on the 18th at 4 o'clock. That's going to be our second to last meeting. We'll have one more meeting after that. For our next meeting, we will have a public portion. So if people want to come with their concerns, this is going to be a great opportunity for you to come and join us. There will be also Zoom as per usual. Our last meeting, the members have discussed that we will not have a public portion for our last and final meeting because we will be wrapping up, having a discussion, and looking over the final report. The overview, at least, we will have a structure of what the final report will include in terms of the topics and categories, recommendations. So it'll be an overview. We'll also have on October 1st at 4 o'clock, we're working on Shinnecock Heritage Day, the first of its kind for the town of Southampton. And we'll also, on November 2nd at 12 in Hampton Bays at the Senior Center, we're going to have also the first of its kind of Disability Task Force Resource Fair. So that's going to be great. We hope that all of you will come and join us for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just that this Saturday, from 9 to 3, the Watermill Village Improvement Association will be having their annual car show on the Village Green in Watermill. It's a really nice event, and lots of locals.
And I would just want to say I finally got an opportunity to go to the Steinbeck House. They had a tour over the weekend, and it was really lovely and great to be able to get inside and see and, you know, be informed of everything that went into it and look at the property and the different buildings on it and stand in the little gazebo where John Steinbeck actually wrote books and looking out over the water. So that was nice. And I'm doing a like a state of the town update in Quogue on Saturday. It's a tradition that Jay established, so they asked me if I would continue and just go to their little village green and, you know, for whoever shows up, just talk to them about, you know, what the latest happenings and the status of the town. So, and I did stop by the powwow also this weekend, and it was very beautiful costumes and dancing. So that was
Good.
my first time I've been there too.
Actually, I have one thing.
Okay, go
I have really great news for Hampton Bays.
ahead.
The Bel Air, they got done doing the interior demolition as of yesterday.
Oh, that's quick.
And they're
That's
going
quick.
to start tomorrow, I was told, on demolition the outside. And they hope to be done with all the demolition, the swimming pool, the outbuildings within 2 weeks. And then it'll be leveled.
That's some very good news.
Yes, very good news. And
Thank you.
we all worked very hard on that.
Thank you, Bill.
All right, well, if there's nothing else, then I move to go into executive session for acquisitions, personnel, and litigation, and then close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, everyone.